Oh, snap. Guess who's back sitting into these shots? It's your boy, Midlife Runner. Did you miss me? Don't answer that. Okay, today we are talking about my Nike running shoe rotation. This is essentially like 6 running shoe reviews rolled into one because I don't have time. Life is lifing. Midlife be midlifing. You don't give a shit about me, so let's talk about the shoes. Oh, actually, really quick caveat. For all of these shoes, I'm going just below the surface. If you want the in-depth Nike running shoe reviews, go check out my man, Chris Stepanek, third cousin to Bruce Willis. Fucking great guy. Wow, I guess we're cussing in this one, huh? Oh, and for the format of this video, I'm gonna talk about each shoe and then like 2 or 3 things about each shoe that you should know before you buy them. Now, for the first shoe, we've got the Nike Zoomfly 6. What do you get when you cross this shoe with the New Balance Rebel V3? Don't click off, guys. I'm about to tell you the shoe. Don't click off when I tell you. It's the Nike Vaporfly 4. Now, I know what you're thinking. Andrew, I don't give a shit about the Nike Vaporfly 4. It's like $65 online right now, but you should. This is a sneaky little sneaker. It's a little engine that could. On Strava, I called it my Rebel Killer. I compare it to the New Balance Rebel V3, but it is nothing like the shoe as far as the feeling underfoot and the ride of the shoe, but it's in the same genre. Slightly more than a flat. It's like a flat trainer. It's a shoe that you can really run in every day. It's nimble, it's quick. It's a small shoe for a short king like myself. Now, the Vaporfly 4 is also like, but not like the Zoomfly 6. I've put these 2 shoes up here so you can see the outsole pattern and how similar they are. They have 2 different foams. The Zoomfly 6 has a plate. We got an air zoom unit in the Vaporfly 4, and there's more stack to the Zoomfly 6. They have different midsoles as well, different rubber, ZoomX and some other foam and Cushlon 3.0. Either way, it still has similar feel underfoot because it's the same shape. Same thing with the Alphafly 3 for my midfoot mechanics. Okay, 3 things you need to know about the Nike Vaporfly 4. Number 1, there's not a lot to the shoe. 22 millimeters of foam under the forefoot. That air zoom unit, I can feel it under the forefoot at easier paces. As I pick up the pace and the ground contact time goes down, it disappears. No issue at its intended use. Number 2, how I will use the shoe. I use the shoe for steezy runs, steady, easy, steezy. I also use it for hill repeats. I would also use it for like fartlicky, 1 on, 1 off, 1 minute on, 1 minute off type of runs. Number 3, I ran in the rain. And look at this outsole. There's a lot there, right? So I think the shoe will be durable, but it is a slippery bitch. Okay, freedom of speech. All right, for the second shoe in my Nike shoe rotation, while we're on it, let's just talk about the Nike Zoomfly 6. I want to say 5 things about this shoe. Number 1, it's my favorite Nike trainer. I got about 70 miles in it. I use it mostly for threshold running. Number 2, this also, similar to the Vaporfly 4, has an 8 millimeter drop, and I think that contributes to it having the same kind of feel as the Vaporfly 4. Okay. The most important thing, this is like the most important thing actually. The third thing about this shoe is that it's really the only truly bouncy shoe that Nike makes as far as their trainers go. And don't at me in the comments, ho, okay? Because yes, all shoes are somewhat bouncy, but this is a certified cheater. What does it give? It gives assistance. It gives running economy. I understand why so many runners use it daily and swear by this shoe. Number 4, the bounce comes mostly from the heel, which means it's a heel striker friendly shoe. But number 5, also it's snappy and responsive in the forefoot. The combination of those 2 things, I think really only Nike has ever nailed down. Not to tangent, he said before tangenting. Propulsion of a shoe comes from one of 3 ways. Bounce, energy return, bouncing me along. Number 2 is the snap, the responsiveness. This comes from a carbon plate, carbon rod, some sort of stiffening agent. And number 3 is the geometry of the shoe. Now, the lightness of the shoe, the weight does contribute to running faster, for sure, absolutely. But it doesn't give this sensation of cheating and pushing me forward. Not on this list that I just told you is a word. Soft. Soft isn't on there. Also trending in 2025. Soft shoes, soft foams. Mizuno's got softer, Hoka's gone softer, Adidas now has a softer light strike. Now, here comes my point. Who has the softest foam in the game and has always had the softest foam is Nike with Zoom X, but how they use it is different and it's brilliant. Okay, I take a shoe like the Vaporfly Next Percent 2. If I land, the foam collapses, and this is just my experience. This is an experiential channel, guys. I'm not saying it's the same for you. Before you come at me in the comments, okay? It's just my experience. The foam collapses, transitions me to the stiffening agent. Boom, I'm flying. And that's why they're the GOATs, okay? That's why they're goated. End of tangent. The Zoom Fly 6 in conclusion, I'm gonna say underfoot, not a race day sensation. However, in my bullshit opinion, this is a perfect training shoe for threshold runs. For shoe number 3, we're going to be talking about the Peg Plus. And before you click away, let me tell you, it's a sleeper shoe. Hear me out. I love the shoe. 10 millimeter drop. Don't click off. Don't fast forward. Listen to me. I have so much to say about this shoe. First, let me tell you why it's a sleeper. Because the year of our Lord 2025, that's the year we're in right now, and it's the year of stack. Or maybe last year was, but we love the stack. We back the stack. Sticker on the back of my car, we back the stack. Everything's like Jerry Stackhouse. Please stop. One more? Absolutely not. Gene Stackman. So if you run in the Puma Mag Max, first run in the Puma Mag Max, the Glycerin Max, the Skyward X, even the Evo SL with the continental slope right underfoot, the first run in any of those shoes is memorable. It's very exciting. Instant glee. Word of the video, glee. Then you put on the Pegasus Plus and you go for a run and you feel disappointment. If that's all you know is the Mag Max category shoe, but not me. So here are 3 things that I want you to know about the Peg Plus. Okay, the first thing that you guys need to know about the Peg Plus, it's got a 10 millimeter drop. That's a big turn off for people. And I don't know, for me, not so much. Now, some people say, yeah, but it doesn't really feel like a 10 millimeter drop. Apologists. And that might be true, but it definitely does feel like a big drop, like maybe 8 millimeters, okay? Me personally, I don't have an issue with it. When I started running in 2020, my favorite daily trainer was the Nova Blast 1. I had 2 pairs, put 450 miles in the first one and maybe 200 in this one. And this one also, on paper, has a 10 millimeter drop. And what this shoe felt like when I ran in it was like someone was pushing me forward. I felt like Michael Jackson, but like running, just pushing. Okay, I'm just gonna change the subject. The second thing I want to say about the Peg Plus is that Nike catches a lot of shit for making very narrow shoes, or at least they used to, and that's not the case with the Peg Plus. It's a little bit wider here, especially under the forefoot, and it reminds me of a couple shoes that I tried. This year I started running in some other brands that I hadn't tried before, a couple Chinese companies, and these are speed trainers. And one thing that I noticed about them was they seem to have extra foam extended out underneath the fat pad of my big toe. I know it's probably just the sensation, but when I looked down, I could see it felt like the foam was jetting out right here. And so when I ran in it, I felt more support landing mid to forefoot. And that's a similar sensation and stability that I'm getting from the Peg Plus that I don't really remember being in the Peg Turbo 2. It has been a while since I've run in it. Okay, the third thing you need to know about this shoe, the Peg Plus, is that Nike fucking nailed it. They nailed this thing, okay? The Peg Turbo 2 was quietly great. Maybe not on the marketing front, okay? I'm just mean underfoot, because this was before I was on YouTube. I didn't know YouTube existed. I didn't watch YouTube. I was just getting into running. I didn't know that the Peg Turbo 2 had a cult following. I just knew that it was on sale. It was $180. I saw it on sale for like $134, and it was great. Underfoot, it was subtle butter. And that's what the Peg Plus is. It's subtle butter. That's another reason why I think it's a sleeper, because it's reminiscent of the Peg Turbo 2. This is old school subtle butter, guys. All right, and then the last thing I want to tell you about the Peg Plus is how I'm using it. I'm using it similarly to the Nova Blast 1. I'm using it as a daily trainer, but really for steezy runs, steady, easy runs. When I'm feeling frisky, pace-wise, maybe a minute off marathon pace, when I'm feeling good. Now, the shoe that I used before this one for that was the Evo SL. And for like a 30-second comparison on that, the Evo SL has the Light Strike Pro foam, continental slope underfoot, so it's got the geometry, and the combination of those two things really pushes me forward. Like, I have a hard time running easier on it. I have to really focus on my form not to go too fast. The shoe is in control of me. Peg Plus, very peppy shoe, but I'm still in control of the shoe, and when I want, I can pick it up or I can cruise, and that's the difference. Guys, for the fourth shoe in my Nike running shoe rotation, we've got the Nike Streakfly version number 2. I've also got a squeaky chair because Steve Magnus has a squeaky chair, and I want to have something in common with him. And that's about maybe all we have in common. Anyway, 4 things. Okay, number 1, this is a certified super shoe. It is so good. It's one of the best 3 shoes of the year. I'm gonna make a video much later just throwing up a bunch of compliments on the shoe. Number 2, basically it's like a track spike without the spikes for road racing. Number 3, this shoe is so light. When I put it on my feet, I feel like I just ate a salad. Number 4, how I use it at the track for intervals, naturally. But I will say that I'm probably going to switch to a different shoe and save this one just for race day because that's how special it is. And also because I got a shoe problem, got a lot of shoes, so. Okay, for shoe number 5, I've got my daily trainer, which I don't have a daily. I have the Vomero 16. Couple years out of date. You guys don't want to hear about the Vomero 16. Very different than the Vomero 18. Last peg I ran in was a peg 37, but usually you have the Pegasus or the Vomero. I'm more of a Vomero girly than a peg girly, but that's missing from this rotation. All right, and for the final shoe in the Nike running shoe rotation, it's going to be the race day shoe. And to be transparent, I have run in every Nike race day shoe except for the Vaporfly 4. So I've been using the Vaporfly 3 for long runs and long runs with marathon pace in it. As I'm trying not to make a whole segment. I got kids to raise. Me and the middle child got to go watch Squid Game season 3 here real quick. So I don't try not to tangent too much. But my favorite all-time shoes from race shoes from Nike are the 1s and the 2s, the older versions. They seem just a little bit more aggressive. I know the Vaporfly 4 got lighter, and so we'll see because I have to test it. But if I had to pick for a half marathon, I would still go with the Vaporfly 2% or the Vaporfly 2, and then I have here the Alphafly 2, the Alphafly 1. I've run in the 3. I would go with the 1 still over the 3. 3 is a very fast shoe. I feel like that one's for like 5K, 10K, and it was so fast. And I ended up selling it because I already got plenty of 5K, 10K type of shoes. And I was looking for more of a marathon shoe. And I feel like the goated is this. Anyway, I have Adidas, I have Hoka, I have Mizuno. I have a whole rotation that I can do from any of those. So put in the comments if you want to see any of those. What? I'm just waiting for what? The obvious joke.